the Whistling Straits Golf Course is hogging the limelight as the venue of the 2020 Ryder Cup. The par 71 picturesque course will be playing host to the battle between the USA and a combined team from Europe for the Ultimate Team Championship in golf. A course rating of 75.6 and 146, the slope ratings simply make the Whistling Straits course in Wisconsin one of the highly challenging golf courses across the globe. None of the fairway runs from the tee to the hole without a bunker, dune or mounds in between. The challenge starts right from the first tee. The par 4, 493 yards first hole gives a nerve-wracking experience to the players with a series of bunkers and dunes on the left and the right side having a longer approach from the rough. For fans, the hole lends the first panoramic view of Lake Michigan. The par 5, 597 yards second hole runs parallel to Lake Michigan, with a cluster of dunes down the right side, deep bunkers on the left and a pot bunker 35 yards short of the green. The hole called cross country can create problems for being adventurous. The par 3, 188 yards hole has a huge undulating green with Lake Michigan deep bunkers and dunes located on the left and the gradient going from right to left. Named Glory, the par 4, 495 yards hole needs smart iron play. The large mounding on the right of the fairway creates an illusion that it favors the left. However, most shots bounce left towards bunkers and dunes that bounce off quickly towards Lake Michigan. As the name Snake suggests, this par 5, 603 yards hole is really deceptive. Water body runs along both the right and the left side of the serpentine fairway, making it a difficult decision for a player to either lay up his second shot or go for the green, carrying over the hazard. The Gremlin Ear is the short yet sharp par 4, 409 yards hole. It can pose problems if a golfer strays to the right of the tee. A player needs to be cautious in his approach as the narrow, undulating green means no room for mistake. The par 3, 221 yards 7th hole is smallest and one of the most spectacular holes at Whistling Straits. It hugs Lake Michigan along the right side with dunes protecting the left side and bunkers on the right side ending in a sharp drop off into the water. With mounding, sand dunes and bunkers surrounding this par 4, 506 yards hole is aptly named On the Rocks. The long and deep green puts pressure on a player to choose his club cautiously as per the gradient and pin position. On the par 4, 442 yards 9th hole, windy conditions can change a player's club selection from short to mid-irons. A series of narrow bunkers along the right side and sand dunes and bunkers on the left side make it a tricky hole for pros. Voyager par 4, 391 yards is one such hole which rewards patience. This hole is guarded by small but deep sand bunkers short of left and a steep hillside at the front. The par 5, 645 yards sandbox on the right has sand dunes, bunkers and a sharp drop-off. Any shot on the front edge will trickle back down, and the shot even marginally longer is likely to land in bunker, guarding the back side of the green. The par 3, 163 yards 12th is yet another marvel created by Pete Dye. It plays downhill to a large sloppy green. The golf ball on a minor error can draw 40 feet down into dunes and further Lake Michigan. This par 4, 402 yards hole is on the shores of Lake Michigan. Anything going right will be swallowed by steep bluffs jetting into the water. Anything other than on the green will make it difficult to say par on par 4, 396 yards Widow's Watch hole. One hole which is most likely to favor long-hitting Americans is the par 4, 503 yards 15th. The longest par 4s at Whistling Straits, Grand Strand is the most difficult of the finishing 4 holes. With a continuous drop-off into Lake Michigan on the left side, the par 5, 568 yards 16th hole is aptly called Endless Bite. One of the shortest of par 5s, the hole will tempt most golfers to hit a driver of the tee and reach the green in 2 shots. This par 3 249 yards 17th hole is capable of intimidating even the best with its layout. The left side of the green drops down 20 feet into Lake Michigan, with bunkers giving a slight chance of capturing the tee. Tee shots going right are likely to find bunkers on a steep hillside. Though the approach on the par 4 520 yards hole is downhill, gusts of winds can play spoilsport and force a golfer to take an extra shot if the ball lands next to the 7-mile creek. In all, one of the toughest holes at this venue. This is an indicator enough that the 3 days of the Ryder Cup are going to produce some intriguing action between September 24th and 26th.